I am Tara with my mom Jill, and we are the authors of the Dining on a Dime cookbook, also livingonadime.com. You can eat better and spend less with our recipes and tips at Living on a Dime. And in our cookbook, we have over 1,200 recipes and tips to help you save money on your grocery bill. And this is the finale. I'm doing the drum roll. So everybody wants to know what Mom eats for $80 a month.
Well, I eat so much, we may have to do 2 videos on this because I eat so much, but we'll
So we're
try.
going to actually tell you what Mom actually eats. I've had her writing down for, 2 or 3 weeks now, what you eat. Tell people what you eat, Mother.
I have to do my breakfast because I eat so much in one video and the dinners in the
other.
We'll
so let's start with breakfast. So, what do you eat for breakfast?
Okay, well, first of all, we were talking about the price, sell prices, stuff like that. We've talked about the menus. We've talked about wasting food and things. I did leave out one thing that I'll pop in really quick here. I'm sorry, but it's kind of important. What I do is I get the sales ad. It's always on Wednesday. I'll look at the 2 grocery stores I go to. I get the sales ad, and I'll write down what's on sale. Then I go and look and see what do I have in my cabinet and my refrigerator. For example, let's say chicken and broccoli was on sale this week. Well, I'll look and see I have potatoes left over from last week. And so I'll get the chicken and broccoli, and there's really nothing else I need for groceries because those 3 will make me a good meal. I have cereal. And I don't have any cereal, but cereal is on sale, but I have milk. So, I know I'm set for cereal and milk. This is how I check out what I have in my pantry, in my refrigerator, take that and add to the sale items. So I add that to the sale items, and then that way I can come up with a slight menu type thing to use for what I buy. Now, what I actually eat for right now, what I eat for breakfast, and excuse me for looking over, but I have to I got so much I eat, I have to list it down. Now, so you won't be appalled when I tell you the food that I eat, because I can hear it now. Well, there is just no way I can only eat that much food.
Oh, people are sure you're starving.
I know. People keep thinking I'm starving to death. I don't know how many years now. I do have a chronic illness, but it has nothing to do with what I eat or anything, the environment, nothing. But I've gone in for my physicals for years, and I think I'm the only one on the face of the planet half the time. I know I'm not lacking in any vitamins, any minerals. I'm perfectly healthy. The last time I had a cold was kind of a cold flu type thing was almost 3 years ago when I babysat the kids and Ellie got sick and I had to take her in the emergency room. I caught whatever it was, and it was a real weird thing. But otherwise, I don't get colds all the time. I don't get things like that. So I'm really healthy. I'm not overweight at all. And physically, like I keep teasing the kids, I am almost 70 years old, and I can flop down on the floor and do something with the grandkids and stand up again with nothing creaking. And I'm not saying this to brag necessarily. I'm so grateful that I am that way. But people want to say, well, you're just not getting enough to eat, or you're not eating healthy. I must be doing something right, is what I'm saying. I'm doing something right here. So I go with life experience. If I see this is working for people, or this is happening, doing good, that's what I'm going to go with. I'm not going to read everything on the internet. I'm not going to, do what they are saying to do. I'm doing what's working for me. So right now I eat graham crackers every morning for breakfast. I have 4 graham crackers with a little thin bit of butter rubbed on them and put them in.
Do you have 4 of the rectangle?
4 of the long rectangles.
4 of the long rectangles.
Yeah. And what I do is I just put butter and slap 2 of them together.
So you have 4 long rectangles.
Yeah.
Not 4 when you break the graham cracker in little rectangles.
4 the big
rectangles. Okay.
I'm hungry in the morning.
Just clarifying, because I know.
Coffee. And the thing is, what happens since I've started doing that over anything else, I do not get hungry. Tara and I were talking about it. I think it's the fat with the butter that I put on there.
Yeah.
I crave nothing. I can do work up until 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I'll think, oh my goodness, I actually forgot about lunch
Mm-hmm.
because I have no cravings. I'm not the least bit hungry. Whatever, it's working for me to eat those 4 graham crackers. Now, that may not work for you, but find something that will work for you like that. Keep
Mm-hmm.
trying different things. And it doesn't cost much. It's with the coffee and the graham crackers, it's 35 cents.
Mm-hmm.
35 cents for my breakfast. Now, I used to, when the kids were home, I would fix oatmeal a lot. And some of these things I would fix for the kids and even do for myself once in a great while, but not very often. But this container of oatmeal, I call this a regular size container most families would use. It has 28 servings
Mm-hmm.
in here of oatmeal. Now, I want you to think about this 28 servings.
So
That
that's
means
7 breakfasts for 4 people.
exactly a month's worth of breakfast for one person.
Mm-hmm.
So when people say I'm on a fixed income and I don't know how I'm going to buy groceries,
That's a
this would
dollar
be
fifty.
breakfast.
Yeah, that's like a
Yeah,
dollar 50 on sale.
yeah. This is your breakfast for a month, is
Mm-hmm.
what you do. Even if it's like $2, that's $2 for 30 days worth of breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
you
That's
know?
like 10 to 15 cents for breakfast right there.
Yeah. So it's just, yeah, that's what I've got down here. And another thing,
How much
so
did you pay for that though?
I think this was $2 and something at
Okay.
Aldi's.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But that's not,
Mm-hmm.
close to $2. Even if it's up
Yeah.
to 250, or let's say 280 to make math, that's 10 cents,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
know, for a meal. Um, and all what I do is I sprinkle a little bit of sugar in it and I call it good. Well, I can't eat my oatmeal without milk, or I can't eat my oatmeal unless I have this or that. Yes, you can. You're just, if you change your language a little bit and say, I won't eat my oatmeal.
Yeah.
That's really what you're saying. You're
Mm-hmm.
saying, I won't do this.
And even if you want
And,
to add those things in, it's like another 10 cents for the amount of milk you need, the amount of
oh,
butter,
yeah,
if you
if,
sprinkle a
if
few
that, it's
raisins.
probably more like 5 cents. And
Yeah.
the thing is, a lot of people love putting the raisins or the dried fruit or the nuts. Those are perfectly fine, but you have got to add those in as one of your servings of protein. You've got to add those in. Where's my, oh, here it is. If you add, you've got to add that in as your protein, as your a fruit. If you put
Mm-hmm.
dried fruit in there, if you don't have the money, then don't put those in.
Yep.
See, it's very flexible. That's why I say you use these tips and ideas to work with what you have to
Mm-hmm.
work with and where you're at.
Yeah.
Maybe I got a whole box of free raisins this week.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will add the raisins to my oatmeal. If I don't, then I won't add them.
Mm-hmm.
You adapt these menus. Eggs. Sometimes I'll have egg and toast, a scrambled egg, a poached egg. One large egg is one serving.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you should be having for breakfast is one egg
Yep.
for your protein, for everything. And I'll have a piece of toast. That comes, if you pay $1.25 for a dozen eggs, that would come to 10 cents for the egg and 5 cents for the toast, 15 cents.
Mm-hmm.
I paid 60 cents this week for eggs.
Yeah.
So that was 5 cents.
And what I do is, because I have a big family, when eggs are cheap, so the cheapest in Colorado I can get eggs is 99 cents. When they're on sale, I will buy 8 dozen, put them in the fridge and stock up, and that's eggs for 2 months.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, when I went to buy my eggs, the buy-sell date was 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That was
the
sell-by
mm-hmm.
date. That wasn't even the expiration date.
No, yeah.
So you can stock up, and then when you do that, then I will have eggs for dinner, and you can have like I was showing you in our leftover book, or even in our index, we have, I could have Golden Morning Sunshine, which is where I make a white sauce,
Mm-hmm.
and then I chop up a little bit of egg,
Mm-hmm.
1 or 2 hard-boiled eggs in there. That's only like, I think I figured it was like 15 cents for that, 15, 20 cents for that. That's a whole dinner meal for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that amount would be, well, actually, if I do the 2 eggs and 2 cups of milk, that's like 3 meals.
Mm-hmm.
And, what do I have? I've got 5, 10 cents worth of eggs, and another 15 cents worth of milk. And I've got 3 meals. bread.
And on that, I saw another YouTuber, Glenda Soley, and she was talking about the end of the month fear living on Social Security and how she only had 5 eggs for like 6 days or something like that. And she really wanted to make pound cake, but she had to save those eggs for her breakfast because the pound cake took 6 eggs. Well, so what I thought was, well, wait a minute. If you want the pound cake, make the pound cake and have a sixth of the pound cake for breakfast every morning. You've got your pound cake, you've got your protein from your eggs.
For a pound cake, you would have almost 7, 8 at least meals.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is there's your protein, so you don't have to worry about, you can still eat it, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, because a lot of people eat a donut or coffee cake. You know, I eat the graham crackers. It doesn't hurt. So, so start thinking of these things. Just don't say, well, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And don't get discouraged if you start trying this and it doesn't work for you.
It's practice.
Check YouTubes. Check reading our website and practice. You've got it. The more you do something, the more ideas you'll get, the more you'll get better at it. I don't care what you do in life. This is the same type of thing. You get better the more you practice it. So once in a while, I'll have French toast. With the milk, the egg, and the bread that I use in it, it comes to like 25 cents for the French toast. Now that is actually, that's almost 2 meals. Not quite, but almost 2 meals. So, that's not a whole lot, 25 cents for breakfast. And one thing I was going to say too is I will have coffee. There was a time I couldn't have coffee. If you can't afford coffee, if you can't afford tea, you can't do it.
Yeah. If you can't afford juice, you can't afford milk.
And once again, don't say, well, I can't start my day without my coffee. There's just no way I can't start my day. You won't start your day without your coffee. That's it. You will not die if you don't have a cup of coffee that morning. Trust me.
No, Mother, you didn't just say that.
Or your tea.
Mom said it, not me. Mom said it.
But even at that, now I drink coffee, but to keep it less expensive, besides buying the coffee on sale, this is what they usually use for 1 serving coffee size. I use half that amount. And so that way I get to have my coffee. It's not quite as strong maybe, but nobody ever notices. They always drink my like it and say it's good coffee and ask for seconds and thirds of it, so it must work. And so I use half. Another thing too is
drink. Well, for me, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, don't waste it. I have a small coffee pot that I make 1 cup of coffee in. I don't know how many people will take and make their coffee in a large coffee pot, make 4 cups, drink 1 cup, maybe 2, and pour the rest out.
Yeah.
There again, it's the leftovers.
Yeah, you don't need to make 4 cups of coffee. You can just make 1. And also, stop drinking 6 and 8 cups of coffee a day.
Oh, yeah.
Have 1 or 2, but you don't need 6 or 8 cups of coffee a day.
That's healthier for you. That's why people that they keep talking about, I eat a healthy diet, they do things like that without thinking that they're drinking too much coffee. So they're spending more money, and they're not really as healthy as what they think they're doing.
Yeah.
So I think that's on my breakfast.
Okay, so we're going to stop, and we're going to go to lunches for the next video. Please check out our Dining on a Dime cookbook. We have a ton of breakfast recipes, the best
we'll do
pancakes.
Lunches and dinners. I'm sorry.
Huh?
We'll do lunches and dinners because I have them mixed together.
That's fine. Okay. And the best pancakes in here, wonderful muffins. You can make breakfast for your whole family for less than 50 cents for the entire family with our easy recipes. So if you want to eat better, spend less, go check out Dining on a Dime cookbook at livingonadime.com, where if you can't afford the book, don't send me no lip, people. If you can't afford the book, we have over 1,500 recipes and tips on our website pages. More tips. We have, we probably have 4,000 tips.
Oh, yeah.
But we have over 1,500 pages on our website to show you how to save money and get out of debt if you can't afford the book. So please Don't be lazy. Go research it. We have it all there for you. We have over 1,000 videos on our YouTube channel. Watch them, learn. It's like any other skill. You learn how to cook and you learn how to save money in your grocery bill.
Take notes on the videos. Just take notes and do it over and over again.
And we give it to you all free.
Yeah.
It's all free, guys.
I know.
So please give us a big thumbs up. Please like, subscribe, and share. Also, tell us in the comments what you eat for breakfast and how you save on your grocery bill by cooking breakfast at home, and what type of breakfast your family eats, because we like to share ideas, because the more ideas that you share, the more you come up with. We will see you guys next time and talk about lunch and dinners.